Hi, I'm John. Welcome to Mead Hall. In these past few months, I've enjoyed sharing with you just how mead is establishing itself as a popular drink in this modern era. We've mentioned mead's ancient and global history, but there's a modern history that's living and drinkable right now. I'd love to talk with you about some of the meads that started the trend here in America. Let's get into it. We're going to be drinking 3 meads today. 2 of them are going to be traditional American meads, and the other is going to be an Irish historical recreation. Each one of these meads represents a change in the mead industry in America. Today, we're going to start with a mead that's been around for almost 50 years. Bargetto Winery's Chaucers Mead is inspired by the Canterbury Tales of Geoffrey Chaucer. This mead harkens back to pilgrimages, courtly love, and knight's tales. You know how we do things around here. Knight's Tales. Knight's Tales. Knight's Tales. Popular at Renaissance festivals and medieval events in the 60s, Chaucer's Mead came onto the scene and dominated. Let's see if Chaucer's Mead can still stir the heart of a knight today. Let's see if I can open this bottle wearing gauntlets. So easy, I can do it wearing armor. Okay, well, let's see. I know how to do this. I've only been doing this for 21 weeks. This is one of the clearest meads I've seen. Next to Sky River, I think, is the clearest I've ever seen. I'm getting a lot of leather and steel. Oh, wait, never mind. No. They use four different kinds of honey, so the aroma's a bit all over the place. There's orange blossom, alfalfa, sage, and wildflower honeys. I'm getting these fruity flavors, this kind of like an apple pear. There's a little bit of citrus. This is an iconic, sweet, traditional mead. And because of the 4 different types of honey in here, it's not just one note, making it complex, and you can sit and drink it. Oh, jeez. That was fun. Still, traditional meads are becoming less and less popular, with the trend being carbonated sessions with a lower ABV, and the shelves are filling up with exotic flavor combinations. If you're looking for a tried and true traditional, Chaucer's is still a good bet. I'm a pilgrim.
Where'd you get that?
On my pilgrimage. Next, we have Carroll's Mead. You might recognize them from the New York Ren Fair. They're also made by Brotherhood Winery, which is the oldest continuously operated winery in the United States. If you couldn't tell, we're big Ren Fair people. I've been going to Ren Fairs for years. Nina's part of the cast of the New Jersey Ren Fair. Check it out this summer. So you know what that means. Dressed for the occasion. Just like going to the Ren Fair. All right, let's get into it. Here's another bit of anachronism for you with these twist-off lids, huh? All right, looking like another beautifully clear mead with an even darker yellow hue to it. This is giving me some intense, very intense apple aroma here. I would say the apple notes that you smell definitely transition into the flavor. It's a very simple mead with a honey finish. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a back-sweetened mead, which is to say they would take raw honey and they would mix it back into the original mead after it's been stabilized. That gives it a very sweet, raw honey flavor. At 8% ABV, the taste is very inoffensive and there's almost no alcohol detection here. At $12 for a 750 milliliter, this tips the scales as the most economical mead that we've ever bought. This is a very drinkable mead, and for the price, you just can't beat it. High on the hill lives a lonely goatherd, yodelay. I got this hat in Bavaria almost 20 years ago. I'm so sweaty. am I wearing so much wool? And finally, all the way from County Clare, Ireland, we have mead, made from the 15th century castle, Bunratty. They're using a recipe that's hundreds of years old, keeping Celtic history alive in this modern era. Arrah! No, we cannot go down a Kennedy road with this. Arrah! I'm John Kennedy, and we're drinking mead!
Please leave John Kennedy alone.
At the castle, they hold 4-course banquets, and of course, they keep their mead on tap. I feel another costume change coming. I hope it doesn't come with an accent. And it's time to get medieval. Your prayers have been answered. I won't be doing an Irish accent. Let's crack it open. Okay, another beautifully clear mead, but this time it has a much darker amber color. I'm a little bit confused with Bunratty Mead because on the label it says white wine with honey. Is it actually a piment, a mead made with grapes? There's a lot going on inside this mead. I'm getting a lot of spices and I'm getting a bit of a high alcohol note. Alright, it is both sweet and highly alcoholic. Not so much like a Danksmead mead with a really strong ABV, but there is a bit of a cloying sweetness and harshness of alcohol. Again, we're seeing some big raw honey flavors. There were recommendations to taste this both chilled or mulled, and I bet that this would have been great mulled. But it's starting to be summertime and I ain't mulling nothing. Some people recommend this as a mixer, and running at 15% ABV, it has potential. Ellen go back from Mantry Bay down to Jerry came. Where do we go? Way town. No maid I seen like a fair calling. I met at the county down. I don't know any of the words. I in my hat. There's a tree in the bog in the middle of the sea. A rare tree, a rattling tree. And on that feather there was a flea. A rare flea, a rattling flea, a rare mead, a rattling mead. Final thoughts on these 3 meads that helped pioneer the mead revolution. Mead today in the United States wouldn't be what it is without these 3 meads getting Rennies drunk for decades. Chaucer's Mead was a wonderfully complex blend of different types of honey. It was light and interesting. It was sweet but not cloyingly so and had a good range. Carroll's mead was light and sweet, had a raw honey taste, and for $12, it's definitely the cheapest mead that we've had to date. This would be a great way to introduce yourselves into mead. Bunratty Mead is saccharinely sweet and strongly spiced. These meads represent the old guard, typically sweeter, and they all come in large bottles. All of these play into the medieval history aspect of the ancient beverage that is mead. Thanks for watching our 21st episode of Mead Hall. I can't wait to see where mead will continue to grow in the 21st century. As for me, I'm off to work next week out west. So that means for me, the video series is going to end. I'd hate to leave you with just sad parting words. So I won't. I'd like to introduce you to Nina. She's the woman behind the camera who strives to make me look good and edit these videos. Nina?
Oh, okay. I don't know how you do it. Hi, I'm Nina, and welcome to Mead Hall.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to the whisker lads and lasses out there?
I'm sorry, you're whisker lads and lasses. I thought it'd be fun if I were to make some mead for you this summer for you to try in a mead hall when you get back.
So the challenge is for you.
Well, it's a challenge for me to make the mead. It's also going to be a challenge for you to drink the mead, I guess, because I'm going to be doing spontaneous fermentation, wild foraging, doing historical recipes.
Okay, now I see where it's going to get challenging.
And maybe even doing some iconic, like, New Jersey juicy flavors.
Nice.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be fun if I could take people along on the journey of mead making. And if you're interested, maybe you can try some of the recipes that I come up with.
Well, that sounds great. And I mean, I don't want to leave, but I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Thanks. I'm gonna go now.
No, you did it wrong. You have to say it the whole way.
Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Okay, bye, I'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, if there's a mead that you want us to review, let us know in the comments and we'll try to find it.
Love you, John.
Love you. Bye.
Sweaty.
So hot. So gross.
A
rare mead, a rattling mead, a Murray in the shed, on the farm, on the doctor in the South Jersey. Hey, Murray. Hey, hey. Have a bad night.